to Hazrat Rasulullah, it may happen that two dwellers of heaven are very closely related, yet they are far apart in their status. One deserves the lower heaven and the other deserves a higher heaven. So in case of husband and wife, for instance, and Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us the glad tidings that Allah is so gracious that if the husband deserves a higher grade in heaven and the wife a lower grade, God will raise the grade of the wife for the sake of the husband, so that she can keep him company. And also the vice versa. If the wife is holier and the husband is at a lowly grade, then his status will be raised. Like sometimes in the aeroplanes, your class is enhanced, you are given a higher class. So that would be the attitude of Allah in heaven. But this attitude will not extend to the hellish people. They will not be brought from hell to meet the people in the heaven, because there is a barrier in between which is described in the Holy Quran as impossible. That barrier will never be permitted to be violated or broken. Okay? What an early worry for your future, eh? MashaAllah. Hani, please.
Before we go to sleep, what should we say when we do our dua?
Before we go to sleep, what should we say when we say our dua?
Well, different things according to the requirements of the time. But normally, before sleep, Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to recite 3 last chapters of the Holy Quran, surahs. That is Surah Ikhlas, Surah Falaq, and Surah Nas. These three surahs he recited 3 times, and then breathed into his hands and passed the hands over the body. It is sort of a symbol of seeking blessing from these. Thank you.
In the Bible it says that Hazrat Noah, when he was making the ark, was 600 years old. Is it possible to live 600 years?
Who said that to you?
It said in the Bible.
That's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. You see, the human history gives light to such claims. It's absolutely, totally wrong, and you can work it out by the genealogy preserved by the Genesis, by the Bible. When you begin to count the ages of the prophets, as mentioned in the Bible, you come across some very surprising facts and impossible facts. For instance, at the time that Hazrat Abraham made the claim to be a prophet of Allah, even according to the Bible, no old prophet was alive. And the society had become totally a society of idolaters. Yet if you count according to the ages of the prophets, his grandfather should also be alive, his father should also be alive, and many other relatives should also be alive. But they were not taken into the ark. What happened to them? If the biblical account of the ages of the prophets is correct, then all the holy prophets earlier to him, the father, grandfather, etc., Hazrat Noah, should have been drowned along with those who rejected him. So there is enough internal evidence in the accounts of the Bible to prove those accounts to be false, unrealistic, added later on by the scribes. This is one area of theory which I mentioned earlier, where lot of interpolation has been done. Thank you.
Jazakumullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Well, Sam,
Before you become a Khalifa, before people become Khalifas, there's an election, and like, why did you put, apart from becoming a Khalifa, why did you put your name as a candidate for
the candidature?
yeah?
I didn't. Who told you this fib?
Then how did you become a Khalifa?
In Ahmadiyya, not only talking of, I'm not talking of only the election of a Khalifa, I'm talking of all elections. In Ahmadiyya, no man, no woman, no child can propose his own name for any office. You understand?
No, but
Somebody else does.
What did you feel like when
I felt horrible.
you became the Khalifa? When you
I
found
felt
out?
horrible throughout the whole process because it was so, I felt so helpless. I couldn't do anything because you cannot propose your own name and you cannot withdraw the name proposed for you by others. And whether you like an office or not, as I explained in my last khutbah, it is Islamic philosophy of administration that whoever is chosen to work as an office bearer of religion, he has no choice but to work. But there should be no desire on the part of the person himself to aspire to an office. So it was exactly the same situation in which I was caught.
No, but like if like you win and you don't want
Win?
to. No, if people like
for
you
you.
have the highest vote.
Yes.
And you become a Khalifa and you don't like want to, can you like retire?
Can you resign?
Yeah.
No, yeah, this is what I'm telling you. It's impossible. Only death will bring your tenure to an end, nothing more, nothing else. Okay?
Jazakallah.
Well, Islam.
How do you know if heaven or hell exists?
How?
How do you know if heaven or hell exists?
How do we know if heaven and hell exist?
Well, you don't know from any direct method, because once a person dies, he never returns. But you know from indirect evidence, in the sense, I have already mentioned this subject and discussed it in some detail in one of my earlier question answer sessions with children. I think the cassette would be available. Somebody should help you find the cassette and the answer. There I remember I discussed the matter at quite some length and depth, taking my time. Now I would only give you a brief answer. We are this worldly people, are we not? We live here only. And if there is another world, someone who is also otherworldly and this worldly should be able to tell us, not otherwise. We will have no evidence otherwise. Correct? So that being is only God, none else. It is only God who simultaneously is this worldly and that worldly. He belongs to the heaven and the earth together, to the here and to the hereafter. So the only reliable evidence we can have is from the account of God, who himself tells you that there is a hereafter. And that is exactly what people are told belonging to different religions. It is said in the scriptures, in Judaism, in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, in the Quran, and in the books of many other religions, it is said that life is not the end all. You will live somehow in some form after your death, and during that period of reliving, you will be either rewarded or punished for your goodness or sins. So that is the evidence we have of the hereafter.